In 1992, I was a young man, not very bright, with some friends. We actually took a GMC Jimmy, which is like a Bronco, ended up losing control of the vehicle, hit a boulder, and started to flip. At this point, I'm pinned, just only thing I can move is this arm. So the first responders arrived, and it took about 30 minutes for them to be able to get this vehicle off me. They had to figure out how to get it off without it crushing me completely. While in that hospital, they took care of the physical. They patched up my head, they put the staples in, they cleaned it out, put a metal rod in my left femur. They never had a psychologist meet with me, psychiatrist, none of that. Some people said I should have been thanking God I was still alive. I was angry. In 1999, I was doing pest control. Out of nowhere, I started losing leg strength. Then I started losing my eyesight. My eyes were just going blurry. I started getting this crazy headache, unlike anything I had ever experienced since my accident back in '92. So I go to the emergency room that night. They find lesions covering my brain all over. After about 8 months of being in the hospital for various different things and different attacks, new lesions, things like that, they finally diagnosed me with MS, multiple sclerosis. I got back to a place where I was semi-stable, started going back to college. I did a psych class, and fell in love with the brain, understanding that it wasn't just my eyes, it had to do with my brain. Without my brain, without my occipital lobe, my eyes were nothing. And so I started studying Dr. Amen's research, looking through brain scans, reading his books, Change Your Brain, Change Your Life, because I wanted to improve my brain. But at the same time, I have multiple sclerosis, so I'm getting better in some areas, well then something else would be damaged. Before coming to the clinic, they had me do a very thorough survey of not only my history, but my family's history and everything going on in their life. Once I got to the clinic, it's an eclectic approach. They take all the information in, whether it be my blood work, whether it be my history, my family's history, what was going on at that moment. And then the brain scans. They were able to see brain damage that I had had. They were able to see lesions. So I was encouraged in a lot of ways. It wasn't just, here's some medications. It was, well, let's try and fix your diet. Let's try and fix the supplements that you're doing. Let's try and do as much as we can with that, and then we'll supplement with medication if needed. And it was collaborative. It wasn't just him telling me what I needed. It was, well, how do you think this is going? Do you think there needs to be a modification? Finally, in 2017, I was able to go to Moscow and do a stem cell transplant. HSCT was the type of transplant using my own stem cells, but they essentially rebuilt me a new immune system that doesn't attack my body anymore. That accelerated my growth, because going back to, I would go 2 steps forward and a step back. Now I've been able to at least slowly get better through the combination of that stem cell transplant, and then the tactics that I had learned through the Amen clinics has just taken my life to a whole nother level.